Hi, my name is Maria Langevin, and I'm here to present my topic as my social issues affordable housing for the client in Office of the Public Guardianship and Trustee, where I'm doing my practicum. This is one of the main issues that we faces on daily basis to try to find affordable housing for clients who are living on age. They are only receiving $1,588 a month. It's very hard, especially with individuals who have complex disability, to try to find affordable housing for them in that amount is very hard. So here I am. That's where I decided to do my topic on. Anyway, here I am. I'm gonna start. The Office of the Public Guardian faces many social issues such as PDD support service funding. Trying to find a funding for the client from PDD is not easy at all. That's one of other social issues that requires social justice within the domain of being a guardianship in central region of Radio Alberta. Alberta mental health funding, most often what we see in this area, individuals who have disability, but if they also have mental health, PDD will say no, they belong to Alberta Health Services, and then Alberta Health Services will be like, no, they belong to PDD, and we run in a limbo of where we don't know where we'll send the client for them to get help, because both services are declining the client because they have dual diagnosis. Funding suitable agency placement that will meet our client's need. This is another issue. There's many agencies within the community, that provide service for our individuals at the public guardianship, but it's not easy to find a suitable place that will meet all the needs of the client. So this is another social issue that requires social justice. Finding a proper health care in a rural area, to find a doctor for the individuals, this is another struggle. Some individuals have to drive all the way from Drumheller to come to Radia to get it, just to be seen by a doctor, and this has been a struggle for them, and this is another social issue that requires social justice for sure in this agency. And finally, providing quality care for the individual, like to find the agency that will provide a quality care. There's many agencies that we already conduct investigation for abuse because they are not meeting the needs of the client. So this is another ongoing issue. Like I say, because they provide a very diverse group of individuals, there are many social issues. But for today, for me, of course, yes, there are many social issues that require social justice at the Office of the Public Guardian. But among all this array of social issues at the public of the guardian and trustee representative are struggling with at my practicum placement, I have decided to focus on affordable housing for all public guardian clientele in the community. It has been predicted throughout my practicum placement, it has been predicted that 65% of all Office of the Public Guardian and Trustee clients on daily basis struggles with affordable housing, to find a proper and accessible housing for them to live in, compares to only 35% are currently successfully living in housing that meet their need. This is quite sad. Can you imagine, like, in 100%, 65 is struggling and only 35 that have a proper housing? That's quite sad. You can see this it's a big need that is needed as social justice. So I want to show you some of the areas that the Office of Public Guardianship and Trustee, that there are obligations toward the clients. So for example, they are appointed by the court, giving them authority to make decisions, making a decision of making a decision of where the client will live, with whom the client will associate with, managing funds for the client, ensuring the client have a better suitable place for them to live in a functional and a positive environment. All clients' needs are met, ensure all clients have enough funds to meet their basic life needs. So if we don't have enough funding to find this proper housing for them, then we run in a limbo of trying to find how we're going to meet their basic life needs when we don't have enough money to meet those life basic needs. So it's like the system itself is contradicting itself. It's very hard. Like I say, majority of them that are on our caseload, they're on AISH, and the AISH is a very limited amount. And so they are struggling on daily basis, moving from one agency to another. It's like a Band-Aid. The system is a Band-Aid. Putting Band-Aid, and then you reopen a wound, and then you try to put another Band-Aid to try to see if you fit, but it doesn't fit, and then you try another one. You just keep on trying, and you never find a solution to really try to resolve the issue. But you know what, you have a better idea of how to resolve the issue, but you just don't know, because you don't have enough means to resolve that issue. But you know if you're given that means, you can be able to resolve that issue. So that's one of the struggles that we're facing. For my social action plan that I have, and I know like as social workers, we are given obligation by the Code of Ethics in a value 3 to provide quality service to humanity and to pursue of social justice and constantly advocate on behalf of the client. And that's what we do. Like, we don't have any other option for us. Advocacy is it's a big part for us. We have to continue advocating and debate for more funding for the client so that they can be supported that way. My social action that I come with, I said, to deal with this issue, and it is a big issue. Can you imagine, like, some clients have kids, they're parents themselves, and they don't have, just because the parents have disability and they can't have a better suitable place for them that will meet their needs. It becomes an issue even for the kids and for the parents. So anyway, for the social action, what I come is ensuring all our veterans of a modesty means have access to affordable housing that meet their needs. Number 2, supporting a mixture of existing and a new housing option for families, individuals, seniors, and our veterans to have easy access to the affordable housing. So, delivering a capital grant program to increase the provincial supply of affordable housing. If the government can make it easy and give a grant as a program to every province within Alberta and territories, of course, to build this affordable housing for individuals who are struggling to make ends meet, it will make life much easier for a lot of clientele at the Office of the Public Guardian, and also individuals who are living below poverty line in our community. We are aware of that. And I know the government can be able to do that with the funds that they have. So also monitoring housing agreement related to affordable housing units. The number 5, ensuring the operation of the provincial owned and supported social housing unit managed effectively. So even though the government build this housing, yes, they still have to be responsible to make sure that everything is being run effectively. If there's anything that needs to be repaired, it's repaired right away. You can just build people housing, you know that they have no any means to be able to, if anything broke down, they can be able to have money to repair that housing, and they are not they're not able themselves to repair those damages. So I think there should be a plan in place that if these housing run down or broken down, there's system in place to go and make sure they are running effectively. That's what I meant by that. So number 6, managing the delivery of rent supply program and other grants appropriately. So make sure that even if this grant it's in place, because I have seen like majority of some agencies in our community, they get a lot of funding from PDD. Some agencies get none. They get a little bit. Where in a big agency like Bakan Class is getting $10 million a year for funding from PDD to fund clients. Where like pros in Eastvale get even minimal, where the needs of client that are in pros are way more than the needs of the client that are in Parkland Class. So you can see like one individual who is highly functioning is getting 40 hours a day, while individual who lower functioning in pros is getting 10 hours a day. So you look like, where is justice here? This individual is functioning, he have a job, he can go to work and come home. He doesn't need 40 hours. So they feel they can take those 40 hours and give it to individual who cannot, and 10 hours and give. So it's a matter of rearranging how they fund their program. That will help as well. That's what I meant by 6, managing and delivering of rent supplies program and other grants appropriately. So to make sure that even they are funding they are funding this program, but it's being run effectively and appropriately to meet the needs of these individuals. So number 7, the government should work with all organizations, including municipality, housing management bodies, non-profit, for-profit, private organization sectors to ensure all our better housing needs are being met. And that's all I come up with, and I hope that's my video for the year, and I hope that there'll be a solution for this issue, and we are all advocating on behalf of the client as much as we can. From PDD, we wrote letters to the Premier of Our Better and see if any changes we make. Of course, with a new government in place, we are hoping that things will change for better for people, and there will be no much struggle that we have been dealing with for over the years. And this is my social action issues and looking for social justice. Thank you very much. Have an awesome day. Bye.